Welcome, I'm Lemon Lardo, and today we're going to be talking about an iceberg. Not that typical iceberg, this iceberg. The iceberg list is a unique way of telling a story where only a small portion of the plot is revealed at first. As the story progresses, more and more of the iceberg is revealed, leaving the viewer on the edge of their seat. We'll be exploring some of Trevor's most popular creations in this video. If you're a fan of horror and on social medias, you've probably seen the works of Trevor Henderson, an artist who's been popular for creating unsettling found footage art that shows photos of locations with horrifying, strange entities. Henderson's work became more widely known as a result of the cursed images trend, where people take Henderson's images and combine them with creepy or sometimes cheerful, inappropriate music to create a compilation of unnerving images. These videos would receive thousands and millions of views on YouTube, bringing Henderson's work to light. The best way to describe his art style is to say that his artworks depict the moment when fear of the unknown emerges. That terrifying moment when you can't explain what you're seeing and be completely disturbed. His love with found footage genre explains why his works have the rawness of an unfocused camera. His artwork has an uneasiness to it, with entities with long necks and deformed mouths lurking just beyond the lens of the eye, and in today's video, we'll look at Henderson's darkest creations with backstories using an iceberg format. Now let's get into it. The highest part of the iceberg will begin with his most famous creation, Siren Head. Siren Head is a 40-foot tall humanoid man-eating monster with a mummified, rusty-colored body. Its limbs are disproportionately long and thin, with arms as long as its legs and ending in huge hands. Siren Head appeared in multiple media due to his popularity. Henderson posted the first known Siren Head art piece on his Tumblr and Twitter on August 18, 2018. It also gains virality in the meme community. A video of a suburban area with the giant Siren Head moving in the background while police sirens and gunfire can be heard. The audio of the sirens is from a YouTube video about a tornado in downtown Chicago in June 2010. The video spawned several memes, such as changing the Siren Head's movement to a Fortnite dance. Next is Cartoon Cat. Cartoon Cat is a feline cartoon-looking creature. Among all other monsters, he's a very dangerous creature with many abilities. It is implied that he has shape-shifting abilities, similar to those seen in old cartoons, and that he can change his size as well as the length, presence, and absence of his limbs. His abilities also include hyperelasticity, immortality, extraordinary endurance, supernatural agility, and so on. Trevor posted the prior image of Cartoon Cat online on August 4, 2018, a large creature resembling a black and white rubber hose cartoon character standing in an abandoned building, leering at the camera. Our third entity on the surface level is Long Horse. Long Horse is a skeletal horse with long hair on its head and a spinal cord body. It lacks a jaw, which adds to the monster's creepiness. When it bends its neck, it also makes cracking noises. It also smells like cinnamon. Long Horse became a thing on August 24, 2018, when a photograph of the creature began to circulate on the internet. He does not harm people. In fact, it is known that it cares about humans. People referred him to as a hero. His objectives is to warn humans about impending dangers. If a human hears cracking noises or sees the creature's body, it means a disaster is on the way. Long Horse was a good boy, after all. And now we are below in the surface level, SCP-4158. Big Charlie is a large mammal-like creature that resembles cattle while also having a beak-like shape on the tip of its mouth. Its body is so thin that its ribcage can be seen. It also has thick, dark, long hair that runs from its head to the creature's back. Its eyes appear foggy, which could imply that the creature is blind, though in most depictions, he has normal eyes. Its legs are very long in comparison to its body, and it appears that its legs can barely support its weight. Big Charlie stands 20 to 30 feet tall. Though it appears to be a frightening creature, it is often quite harmless to humans. Humans were hunting Big Charlie for meat, but he escaped and is running for his life. It also has relatives, which are the lamb and Lil Nugget, SCP-1461, also known as the bridgeworm. Bridgeworm prefers to live beneath bridges and other overpasses. They are known for luring their prey with fake faces and then devouring them. The bridgeworm Known history began when a photo of a large creature inside a tunnel beneath a bridge began to circulate on the internet. A large white creature with a sad face is physically visible in the photo, laying on the ground with its hands and white face visible. The entity's arms are quite long, measuring 9 feet in length. It has bone-like fingers like humans, but is far more flexible. Little and Dark Nugget. Their names may sound silly, but their abilities are extraordinary, like they bite, kick, and do asexual reproduction. Wait, that's all they can do? That wasn't what I expected. Anyway, Little Nugget is a tiny mutated flesh. They are the flesh that falls off Big Charlie's body. They come in a variety of shapes, colors, and sizes, but they will eventually mature into the lamb, which we will discuss later on. A creature with an oversized oval-shaped head and 2 large googly eyes that are almost always mismatched in size, with one much larger than the other. The other one is Arc Nugget, formerly known as Void Nugget, a mysterious and ominous creature thought to be a rare evolution of Little Nugget. Almost nothing is known about it, except that it is said to have strange powers. The lamb. Lamb has pink, fleshy skin and a large hole in its head. It is related to Big Charlie and Little Nugget, and it evolved from a Little Nugget. It has the potential to cause severe psychic damage as well as blood clots, and it can also levitate. Imagine seeing a levitating piece of meat in the middle of the streets at night. That would be terrifying. Oh shit! The lamb was taken in by the Covenant of the Blood of the Lamb, a doomsday cult. The cult worshipped the creature, believing it to be the Lamb of God because it performed some sort of miracles. Most likely because of its psychic powers, the compound was eventually destroyed and the lamb's ultimate fate is unknown. However, it has been revealed that the lamb is still alive and well, and that he is currently hunting down those who destroyed the compound and the Covenant of the Blood of the Lamb. And now we are in the bottom of the iceberg. Let's go unveil what lies beneath it. Our first entity in this level is the Smile Room, also referred to as the Teeth, a room full of crooked teeth. It may or may not be capable of captivating victims with its tongue, but once inside, whether by choice or by force, you will be greeted by a fleshy room. You can't leave the room once you've entered it. After about 6 seconds, the fake door will close and the fleshy wall in the back will open vertically and drag you inside. You will travel through what is thought to be the intestines. The stomach acid is surprisingly weak, but it will undoubtedly dissolve you. Smile Room's disturbing story started on July 27, 2006, when 3 teenage friends discovered NEB's Fun World in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. 2 of them broke in, while the third stood outside waiting for them. The complex included amusements such as a bowling alley, an arcade, and a jungle gym. The third teenager waited for them for hours, with no sign of their return, until he decided to enter the complex and find them. The teenagers searched the entire complex, including the fun areas, but there were no signs of the 2 others. He discovered the cell phone of one of his missing friends on the ground. When he looked at the phone, he was astounded to see a photo of a monstrous abnormality that had manifested itself in the complex's back rooms. It appeared to be a massive human-looking vertical mouth with crooked teeth, manifesting in an open doorway with the words, "The Smile Room," written above the door. After seeing the photo, the authorities became involved and an investigation was launched to find the missing teenagers. The investigation was a failure because when they arrived at the site of the anomaly, they found nothing. Instead, they discovered a plain brick wall with no doors or signs. For a long time, the mystery of the missing teenagers and the cryptid remained unsolved. Yo-Yo is also known as Cartoon Girl. Yo-Yo appears to be a regular human wearing a bear mask. She stands 5 feet tall and has human arms and legs. She's dressed in a long girl's dress with socks on her legs. However, Yo-Yo's face bears no resemblance to that of a human. It resembles a cartoonish drawing of a bear's face with 2 large eyes. The face looks like it was drawn by a child. This is the cartoon girl's first appearance as a devil. There's a second form, and it turns out she's a demon. The entirety of Yo-Yo's story is that Yo-Yo was once a human before becoming a monster. She was avoided numerous times as a human. Kids in their neighborhood don't want to be friends with her. Yo-Yo was heartbroken that this was happening to her. She eventually stopped playing with people. She gradually suddenly stopped going outside. Yo-Yo's mind and mentality deteriorated over time. She had lost control of her emotions and becoming a complete mess. Yo-Yo was filled with rage and pain. She despised the world and her existence. Yo-Yo saw all the kids playing one day through her window. She couldn't maintain herself. She longed to cause them harm, so she drew her picture. It was an illustration of a yellow bear. Yo-Yo stormed out of her room while wearing the bear drawing as a mask. She went downstairs and yelled like a bear at the children. She intended to frighten them. They didn't pay attention to her yelling at first. Yo-Yo, on the other hand, quickly picked up a knife and ran toward the kids, murdering them. After that incident, she felt bad about murdering her friends. This is why she keeps her hands hidden. Yo-Yo has a second form in which she manifests herself as a true devil. Creature of the Country Road. The Country Road creature appears as an emaciated, hairless, pale-skinned humanoid with a grossly elongated body, standing at least 20 feet tall. Its arms and legs are significantly longer than normal, stretching more than twice as far as its torso and ending in large hands. The creature kinda resembles a stick insect. In comparison to the rest of its body, the creature's head is surprisingly ordinary, resembling a ghostly pale old man's face with no hair and gleaming white eyes. An individual sitting inside their vehicle on the side of an old country road at night took the first photograph of this creature. The creature can be seen darting across the road in front of the car. Later on, more possible country road creature images began to circulate, including one of the creature climbing up alongside a building. Cartoon Dog. Cartoon Dog possessed similar abilities to Cartoon Cat. He appears to have stepped straight out of a cartoon, due largely to his muzzle and floppy ears, which are reminiscent of a typical cartoon dog. The creature's limbs appear to be swapped, with jet black skin, huge eyes, crooked teeth, and stretchy limbs ending in white gloved hands, but its head is more dog-like or mouse-like in shape. Bonesworth, a mysterious skeletal creature. Bonesworth depicts a decrepit skeletal entity with a round head, not unlike a human skull, composed of somewhat thin and rectangular jaws split horizontally by the slit that is Bonesworth's mouth, which is often toothless, although a precise picture shows it with small crooked teeth. Bonesworth is a mischievous creature with an unknown origin. Body of a pig, also known as the ghost pig, in my opinion, the eeriest in all of them. When you first hear this name, you might think it's a joke. No, it isn't. This creature was inspired by a 2007 video of what was allegedly a real EVP and an image of a ghost saying, "I have the body of a pig," hence the creature's name and the image's caption. Body of a pig shows a large, disfigured humanoid creature charging at the camera. It appears to lack legs and walks with its strangely long and thin arms, similar to Bonesworth. The most terrifying aspect of this creature is its pig-like head. It has twisted eyes that look in different directions, a large mouth, a typical pig snout, floppy animal ears, and a thin, almost malnourished appearance. The creature prefers to roam in or around abandoned buildings and can speak, usually to taunt or frighten its victims. This implies that it may have some form of human intelligence, which, given its vaguely humanoid appearance, may imply that it is more than just a pig ghost. You're an amazing person. If you make it through this section of the video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss my future uploads. Thank you. And now we finally arrive on the last entity, ATF, the bottom of the iceberg. The headlight, also known as Lamphead. Headlight is another version of the Siren Head that lurks in villages disguised as a streetlight. The headlight has grey skin and, contrary to what its name implies, does not have a head. Its head is made up of numerous unknown elements, making it nearly impossible to be destroyed by conventional means. And that's pretty much it. The Trevor Henderson's iceberg list. Feel free to comment below your opinion on whose entity has the most disturbing appearance. I hope you enjoy the iceberg breakdown. Thank you for sticking till the end. See you in the next video.